has for about a decade now brought a really unique perspective into the world of color guard.
Flag,
5,
spin,
6,
right in the middle of the red.
6, out, 3, 4. Again.
The main focus is really how can we create art.
They've always done something different out of the box than just normal color guard in a gym.
It is reaching for something that's almost intangible.
ONYX is a color guard that really pushes the standard.
Those eyes going.
It keeps reinventing what color guard is and can be today. 5, 6, ready, and soft, and stretch, and soft, and soft, and aha. Ready? Can we run it one more time, please?
At the beginning of the season, whenever we start going through the design process, Mike will start doing what he wants to visually on the floor with drill.
Not in line. You gotta adjust.
He'll have typically an idea of what he wants the soundtrack to be, but this year it was like a mystery for a real long time. He would just put on like a different song every time that they would do like a rep of it.
Jason, is it possible for Alex Freeman to go the other way?
I always tell the performers there are 4 parts: discovery, define, develop, deliver.
At ONYX, it's very much, why not? There are no limitations, and the kids, we trust them, they trust us, and that freedom, that doesn't exist everywhere.
And we're moving. Guys, we're up and go. It's just up, breath, go. Don't stand up and then count to 10. It's too long.
Will be the person to your right or left.
Don't be shifty eyes. Arrive, connect, then turn your head, hold still.
The music is a repeat from the show that they did in 2013. And in speaking with Michael, he said that we could do the same music year after year, and each show can be an entirely different visual representation.
Stella Maris in 2013 was an emotional show because it was, oh my gosh, I'm crying. It was related to Maya Angelou's poem, Why the Caged Bird Sings. There's a bluebird in my heart and I want to set it free. And so it kind of all tied back together. 2012 we wore blue to represent that bluebird. 2013 was about the caged bird, and we talked about how birds are. Whenever they're free, they fly from one place to the other and they get to expand their wings, but when they're caged, you're just kind of locking them up and taking everything away from them. So it was just kind of like a really deep emotional show.
The work that we do is so physically, emotionally, intellectually challenging and demanding that what is it that really brings them back year after year or weekend after weekend?
That drive to what's next, I think, is what pushes us. What else can we do? What else could we do? How could we make that better?
You just get hungry for that and you want more of it. You want more of it.
How can we get someone else higher? How can we take it further? How can we get lower?
And then you begin to think about, so how does that reflect in other parts of my life?
You put your heart into everything. It sometimes feels personal, maybe when it isn't.
I think something heavier. That looks too
Pretty. Yeah, it looks like a tutu.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's hack that off.
Yeah.
With our shows, nothing's by chance, nothing's by just a random decision. Everything is so thought out meticulously and discussed, you know.
And then you want to try Lycra. It's more dramatic. It's got weight at the bottom.
Yeah, that's what I think is the problem with the other one, is that it's too floaty.
Anything else you can think of?
No.
All right.
Do you need thread or anything? Do you need vodka? It's our job
to continue to discover who we are and who we're going to be. And I love seeing ideas that we've experimented with appear in the activity. That means we have an impact.
ONYX, let's watch the rifles do this phrase.
Very rarely in ONYX's shows do you see ensemble movements. Each performer has to be on top of their game for every section of the show because they aren't doing the same thing as everybody else.
You gotta do it for yourselves, you gotta do it for the guard, and you gotta make the audience want to clap for you.
I think it is that desire to be better, not just at the equipment or not just at the movement, but to be better human beings in the world and how we walk and speak and talk and express ourselves.
Mike and I live ONYX on a daily basis. If we didn't love it, if I didn't love it, I don't think you could do it.
Hopefully 30 years from now, we can look back on this. I guess I'll be 100, but we can look back on this and have another chat about this color guard and what we've done in the next 30 years. There's a lot to do. I'm not done. In the real world, people are not accepted for a lot of reasons. But here at ONYX, we accept everyone for who they are, not who they're not, not who they're not.
Sit down. This is a video from WGI. Carl Lowe, instead of doing a video talking to us, he did a video talking to you.
I wanted to take a second and talk to the performers today. You know, a while back we talked about horses. We talked about workhorses versus racehorses. When the racehorse approaches the gate and they're all in the gates together, and then all of a sudden the bell rings and the gate opens, the racehorse thinks of one thing and one thing only. They think about running. You as performers have the exact same thing. You've been trained to do this special skill. You are as prepared as you're ever going to be. You've done all the reps, you've done all the practices, you've already been given everything you need for that moment. It's not the race that's important to the horse, it's the running. The horse loves to run. When the time comes and they say WGI is proud to present, it's not the audience that's important, it's the performing. You're built to perform.
There are times when you leave here that you're not accepted. There are times when, as a team, we're not accepted.
ONYX's 2017 show was a send-up of French burlesque and the characters that derive out of that.
It was bizarre in the best possible sense.
Many people in the WGI community felt that the show was controversial.
I think it pushed people outside of their comfort zone on many different levels. What do I think about wigs, or what do I think about fluorescent pink underwear that men wear with high-heeled shoes? I'm curious about that from the judging community and how they were able to assess it, because there was so much happening and so different from so many other things that their eye had become accustomed to.
I think people are very deeply connected here to ONYX because of the people.
It's more than a color guard. It's a family.
It's a place where everyone can fit in. And in real life, that's not the way it is. The world can discriminate based on a lot of things.
Let's be there for each other. Because that's all we have out there.
It is a place where you can be you.
It's a place to gather of people who are looking for a place of inclusion.
I do this every season, and what everybody's gonna get is a little glitter jar, and it's a little sparkle for your last show. I'm gonna pass them out, and your names are on them, so just help pass them around. Yeah. Okay, cool. That's all.
We take hardworking, nice kids who would give you their last dime. They would drive in a snowstorm to get you. They would share their food.
You want to buy it?
This is just who they are. Over the course of these years, I've met so many performers. Some of them perform with ONYX 1 year, some will perform here 10 years, some come back years later. And the moment they come back, it's like they never left. Whether they come back as a fan, they come back as a sponsor, they come back to teach. When you're part of ONYX, you're always part of ONYX. It's the spark to ignite your own personal fire that we want. Maybe that's the key, is that I can spot an ONYX performer. I'll go right to that student. I'll say, I want you in ONYX. Because I see that there's something about them that lights up when they perform. It's an energy.
Tents, a little stock, a little square.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gotta turn that palm to the front.
This should be busy and fast, very fast.
We arrived at 10 in the morning and we've just been going non-stop all day. Rehearsal, eats, hair, makeup, go do the show, go fold the tarp, go practice again. It's about 2 in the morning and we're gonna go sleep.
Find that shape, Jessica, with your arms.
ONYX is a lot of work. It's a lot of time. Not on weekends. You know, we're talking with kids. We're putting schedules together. We're preparing for future endeavors and future weekends and scheduling.
You have to work hard. You have to be focused, committed, dedicated. But there are no divas here. The divas go other places. The kids that come here are the workhorses. not the show ponies.
Roll faster, dance a little early. Guys, start moving. Start moving quickly or you're not going to get there. Come on, take your time.
Just had this conversation. Come back out. I feel like I'm in the land of the lost. Don't get hit in the face with a flag.
The fact that you've done everything you can do to be here and be with us, and I've done everything I can to be with you, and the staff has done everything they can to give you the best show. We're just all on the same page of what we've given, so now we can build. And that's what we do here, we build.
Flag, spin, right in the middle of the red.
So because he's afraid to turn her in that lift. On the left side of the body joint. Close the right side.
On your feet, Donna.
The performers never miss practice.
Performers will travel 6 to 8 hours each way just to get to rehearsals, and they'll do it every weekend from September or October of the previous year all the way through April or May.
No matter if they're sick, they never call in. They come through snow, they come through the mountains, the ice, rain, tornadoes once we get to this time of year. That's just the expectation of ONYX. They expect it of themselves, of each other. It's no longer me telling the performers how to behave. It's just inherent. I guess that's why there's so much respect for each other, that we know what we've given up.
Back from break. Let's get you on your break. We need to fold and get out of here as quickly as possible. You have dinner break now. We're reporting at City Day at 5:40 and moving on from there, okay? The sooner you get out of here, the sooner you get dinner.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
What time is it now?
It is 4:55, so you gotta go.
Get those eyes going. Here we go.
Can we go straight to the tar, please? Just go straight to the tar.
This year is the 40th anniversary of Winter Guard International's founding, and year after year, hundreds of color guards come from around the country and around the globe to perform what for many is the culmination of their season. It's the last chance for them to give 100% to their performance. This is where memories are made.
And 1 and 2 and down, down, down. Heels 1 and 2.
4, 5, 6, out.
Once again, plie and 1. 3 and 2. Make music with your body. 3. 6, 7, and out, 2, and
4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The black and white is just visually stunning. You guys are working it. Have fun, enjoy it, do it for you, right?
Yeah.
Thank
you, Jamie.
What you just did right there, it was honest, it was real. Show them why you sacrifice so much and why you love doing what you do.
Performing their program a year from Monday, WGI's For the Arts is proud to present ONYX.
I believe competition brings the best out of these students. It brings the best out in all of us. We're drawn here for many reasons. The performance side of it, certainly, the family side of it, and then you realize how much it means to you. That's why we do it. Thank you. You reminded me why I've been in the gym for 30 years, and it's not for the approval of 10. It's the approval of you doing your work. Cool, that was so great. These are happy tears. I'm so proud of you. You had better enjoy every minute. Ignore the scores and placements. They have no place here. Unjudgeable. You're unjudgeable. Remember that. This activity, not just ONYX, but Winter Guard, Color Guard, when you see it, when you experience it, you get a taste of it, it just gets in you. You get that feeling, you get that magic, you get the love. And that's our paycheck, is the performance. Unjudgeable. You're unjudgeable. Remember that.